Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Jonathan. Thank you so much for that, and for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews. You can send me either directly to my PayPal, which is usually the best bet, or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But he wanted me to do a commentary this time on the Purge election year. He didn't mention why he wanted me to do a commentary on this specific movie, but hey, here we go. I mean, to be perfectly honest, the only Purge film I liked was the second film, The Purge Anarchy. But that's just me. I remember this one being a disappointing sequel because he had Frank Grillo come back, and it felt like he didn't do nearly as much as he did in the second film. And he's one of the main reasons I liked the second film. But this is the election year, so 3, 2, 1, pressing play. Here we got the Universal logo. I mean, the whole idea of the Purge. I remember when the first film came out with Ethan Hawke. I'm sitting there going, this idea is just pretty funky to me. By idea, I mean, it's a society drawn to that ridiculous stature, like the Running Man. I mean, I love the Running Man to death, and that became a society in which they turned a game where people were killed into the highest rated TV show on the planet. So I guess if I accept the Running Man premise, why not accept the Purge premise? But I don't know, it's like you have this setup, and then it just became another home invasion movie. And that's what I liked about the Purge Anarchy, is that they kind of opened up the world a bit and made the premise a bit more utilized. So we have a guy listen to Give Up the Funk. I'll be honest, I don't remember much of a damn thing about this movie. So guys listen to some funky music while people are tied up and bloody. I guess that's supposed to be the irony. We want the funk, while some guys just Purge playlist. Is this guy trying to be the Joker or something? I think the way this guy's shaking, is he jerking off? He's shaking and sounding like he's jerking it. Jerking the gherkin. With the smirking. You know what would be kind of more interesting is that this is all a ploy from this family to pretend to be victims, and then they easily break out and they attack the guy and kill him, and this is like their ploys that they lure people. 18 years later, 2 days before the annual Purge. I'm not going to touch. Well, riot capital. I'm not even going to touch that. And this came out around 2016. Dante Bishop. Wasn't he in the first? I try to remember. Was he in the first movie? I remember there was a character that was homeless and ultimately gets helped and helps out Ethan Hawke's family. I think Ethan Hawke gets killed, but his family just I forget the details. Now, are we meant? Now they're showing her. This is like a TV program where it's showing her being tied up. Was that stuff recorded and I just completely missed it in my wonderment of my brain? I forget the actor's name, but this is a guy. He's been in a lot of other movies. I forget his damn name though. So they don't want this candidate because they want to continue the purge. So I guess they're going to try to find a way to get her killed during the purge and just blame it on the purge. Well, obviously, based on the title, they're trying to make this even more political. But I don't know. I did what they were trying to do, but it just came off as less fun. I don't know, less exciting. What I liked about the Purge Anarchy, it kind of became almost a not almost like I don't know why it made me think of a Steve from New York, but Frank Grillo joining with this group and then being on the move from A to B to C, like those Italian rip-offs of a Steve from New York, but done a bit better than them. Use this purge to do some spring cleaning. The purge election year. I mean, it's definitely not subtle in its politics. Trying to build up Frank Grillo. Because if people saw the previous film, they recognize this guy. But it kind of like, well, how did Frank Grillo come from the second film to this? Like, how did that come into play? Sorry, I'm looking up this movie to see if there's any info I could find on it. Purge, election year. It's a 2016 film. It gets a 6 out of 10 IMDb. I think this is a bit high. It has a 55% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's directed by James DeMonaco, which I have no idea what else he's done. Oh, he directed the other Purge films. Okay. So okay, he did do the previous film and the first one. Yeah, there's also the first Purge in 2018. There's the Forever Purge in 2021. So the whole point of this was to stop the purge, and it didn't matter because apparently 8 years later it became a thing again. My God. And Frank Grillo worked with this director again on a film called This Is the Night, which I've never heard of. In 1982, a family must confront its greatest challenges, and the family realizes that the only way to live is like there's no tomorrow. It is more like a drama. Yeah, a drama. Now, that guy who owned the store, that is Mykelti Williamson. Bubba Gump from Forrest Gump. He was also in The First Power, back to the day, which is a film I quite enjoy. Miracle Mile. Con Air as Baby-O, friends with Nicolas Cage's character. Good actor. Always nice to see him in a movie. Let's see, just looking to see who else. This girl, Charlene Roan, that was played by Elizabeth Mitchell. She was on TV series V from 2009-2010. I forgot they rebooted that. Oh, she was in Frequency in 2000, back to the day. Running Scared with Paul Walker. Back to the day, she had a supporting role in that. Let's see. I was seeing what else she was in. So this idea that people from other countries are coming to the U.S. strictly to deal with the Purge, because the U.S. is the only country that deals with the Purge. She was in the okay. She was Mrs. Claus in the Santa Claus 2 and Santa Claus 3. But yeah, there's Mykelti Williamson. Now these dumbass schoolgirl from hell is going to be trouble for our characters later. I do remember that. Just remember they were pretty damn annoying. Which I guess that's, you say that's the purpose of it. Film was released July 2016, earned $118 million worldwide on a $10 million budget. It's pretty damn good. Then there's the prequel, the first Purge, 2 years later, and then Forever Purge in 2021. Now this girl here who's given, that's Betty Gabriel, not the one talking but the one staring. Betty Gabriel, she was in Get Out. That's right. No wonder she looked familiar. She was the one, I believe, that was like trying to smile but she's tearing up and crying. Yeah, she was in Get Out, that's right. I think the idea between her characters is that she used to be one of these purgers and wants to change ways and rectify what she did in the past. And so she helps out in stopping these two from hurting Mykelti Williams' character and the group. She was also in Unfriended Dark Web, Beyond Skyline, Upgrade as the detective. The things don't end well for her. In 2014, it was announced that the director would be back to write and direct the third film. Shooting began September 16, 2015. Most of the movie was shot in Rhode Island, both in its capital Providence and Woonsocket. It made $79 million in the U.S. and $39 million in other territories for a $118 million worldwide gross on a budget of $10 million. If you factor in expenses and revenues, more than likely it made at least $44 million. Which I don't know how the hell that all works when you cost $10 million. I guess with promotion, maybe $20 million at most. And you made 80. Well, if 80 minus 20 is 60, then I guess if you cut that in half, that's like 30. And then with foreign, maybe, yeah, even half of that. Yeah, I guess, no wonder movies, so many of them lose so much damn money. No wonder. Yeah, of course you have a guy being threatened. Oh yeah, he's... They don't care, they want you to die and get killed. Purge coverage. I just purge coverage as in no matter what gets read, they'll all be paid for. Now, Frank Grillo, who I really enjoyed, I think I first found him with the Purge Anarchy. Now, granted, he had been in Captain America the Winter Soldier, which came out the same year as Purge Anarchy. He was in other films before it, Homefront, Gangster Squad, End of Watch, The Grey, My Soul to Take. So technically I had seen him and stuff. Because I know Sally I had seen My Soul to Take before that. And some other stuff. But sometimes you'll see someone, but you don't take note. Like Idris Elba. When you're in a film like Prom Night Remake, it's hard to notice anybody in a bad movie like that. But then you look back and go, oh, that's Idris Elba as the cop in the Prom Night Remake. He's actually a really good actor. So he was another stuff I first noticed, really caught my eye with the Purge Anarchy. Then he'd be Crossbones, Captain America Civil War. He was in Beyond Skyline, which I was disappointed in. He's in some films I haven't recognized. Into the Ashes. Black and Blue. Oh, I remember Black and Blue. Never mind. I think I did see that one. Jiu-Jitsu and Nick Cage. Oh my god. Waste of a cast in that. I did like Boss Level. That was a fun one. That was an entertaining one, Boss Level. And I like Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I mean, Frank Grillo didn't have much to do, sadly, in that, but I do like that movie. The Gateway. Olivia Munn's in that, great. A Day to Die, one of the many Bruce Willis direct-to-video films. Paradise Highway with Julia Binoche and Morgan Freeman. Okay. Lamborghini, The Man Beyond the Legend, as Ferruccio Lamborghini. He has a ton of movies in post-production. The Yacht, Man's Son, Lights Out, Teen of Killers, Black Lotus, One Day as a Lion, Hard Matter. Damn, a lot of stuff. He was on 74 episodes of Guiding Light from 96 to 99. Wow. Huh. Go figure. Crime and murder will be legal for that amount of time. I think when I first saw the first Purge, I bought at the storyline of it. I think as time's gone on, I kind of eased down on it because there's a lot of movies I like that usually say the same thing. But it's just there's other elements of that movie I don't like. I'm not a big... There's not that many home invasion movies I'm into. The second film I do like. This one, I like this more than the first one, but I remember being disappointed. Especially Frank Grillo's just doesn't feel like he has much to do in this. So originally Part 3 was intended to be a prequel telling the story of the first Purge. It was scrapped when Frank Grillo accepted James's offer to reprise the character of Sergeant Leo Barnes. And then the prequel idea was used for the next film. As this film, each Purge installment has earned more money at the box office than its predecessor. A rare feat. That is true. Edwin Hodge is in all three. In the first, he was credited as Bloody Stranger. In this one, Dante Bishop. So yeah, that was him. First film takes place in the house. Second film takes place in the streets. Third film takes place in the government. The first film is told from the rich. The second is told from the poor. The third is told from the political side. That's probably another reason why the second film worked the best. Because from the poor point of view, is, let's be honest, is the one we can all relate to. Not the political, just there's too much damn politics in movies anyway. Not the rich side, but there you go. Sorry, I'm listening to Frank Grillo here. I do think he's a good actor. I wish he would get some better roles, but I'm sure he does as well. Boss Level was good though. Yeah, not much in the... The weapon Frank Grillo's character uses to punch holes in victims' nests is called an urban pal. Okay. The people on the posters for this film all die. Well, there you go. There are a total of 116 kills throughout the runtime. Huh. Kind of weird how that guy and kind of made me think of a damn zombie instead. I mean, like I said, the more I thought about, the more okay, the idea of like what happened if in one night murder was legal, what crazy sadistic stuff would people do? And you look at how in a sexual fascination, how people go crazy with fetishes. What if people went crazy with murder fetishes? What would they do? What would they not do? So I can understand the idea and the appeal of that, as in what crazy weird things you could create in a movie to try to freak the audience out and steer the audience and really make the audience get afraid or get creeped out or anything in between. But this is one of those movies I don't remember much about. Bub shrimp salad, shrimp soup, shrimp and potatoes. I know he's done a lot of stuff, but I can't. But anytime I see him, I think of Bubba Gump. Bubba Gump shrimp. Yeah, there's not much in info on this film, so. Yeah, you got this alright. You got this like a heart attack, right? So someone's dressed their car up in a bunch of lights. Like all the killers that you get, it's a bunch of annoying teens listen to crappy music, ready for their TikTok videos, wannabe schoolgirls. Like, oh, great. These are the villains we have to deal with. Should have had a bazooka just to shoot that damn car and blow them all to hell. Yeah, kiss me, kill me, thrill me, all that jazz. And of course, guessing he missed on purpose. Why miss on purpose? I want my candy. I want my yeah. It's like this is these are the bad guys we're dealing with. Rejects of TikTok. TikTok rejects. That's what we're doing for villains. That's why, like, so far it seems like there's more to do with Mykelti Williamson's character than Frank Grillo. That's the thing, oh, Frank Grillo's coming back, and it's like, I don't know, I I didn't care the way he was utilizing this compared with the second one. Like the second one, it felt like Frank Grillo was the damn Punisher, which was cool. And now he's like, I don't try to be more sophisticated, however you want to put it. It's like, whatever. Everyone get fucked over. Turncoat. Yep. I don't know why now it makes me think like there's gonna be a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen with the way Frank Grillo is kind of the Gerard Butler character from those Olympus Has Fallen movies. It's like this is another sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. The Purge has fallen. Damn soda. That's it. Like the second one felt like it went at a quicker, faster pace compared to this one. And sorry to Jonathan, I don't know if this might be one of those comedies I just don't really have much to say. Because I didn't grow up with the film. I'm not that knowledgeable in the film. I've seen the film only once. So I'm trying to listen to some of the dialogue. And like this whole thing, like I get why it's for the plot, but it just idea this could be a sequel to Olympus Has Fallen, not just a Purge film. The idea like they go out into the world and then they're into the world of the Purge film, but I didn't really care about the political aspects as much as others, I guess. Because this guy's working with them. Man, why didn't they have just this guy do it? I don't know. This is him realizing that something's wrong. Something's not right. Some decent violence. Blood splats on the wall, things of that nature. Listen to the guy, lady. He kind of knows more than you. Lady, I know you got glasses, but you need hearing aids as well. Listen to the guy. I think you're just waiting for the guy, kick some ass, take some names like he did in the second film, and just not as much of that compared to the previous film. It does remind me like Olympus Has Fallen scene the more I've seen it. So that must be the bit. There you go. Those little knife things. Pretty nifty, pretty cool looking. But around your... Wonder if there's like a... I don't know why I assume that'd be a bomb or something. Shut up, stomach. Yeah, sorry about that. Haven't eaten yet. I'll eat after this. Of course, you gotta have a Confederate flag on his shoulder, or whatever the hell, by his neck. Of course, gotta have a Confederate flag on there. Yeah, and on his shoulder. There's two of them. Of course. Yeah, be as subtle as you can, right? Oh, there you go. It was a bomb. I was second guessing myself if there was a bomb, but yep, there's the bomb. Obviously, he had a bulletproof vest on to save him from that bullet. That was another... It didn't... Like, this film... For some reason, I remember it not seeming as crazy as the previous film. And, like, the previous film, because you're on the streets, really seems like... I don't know, it felt like a bigger scope. It felt like more stuff was happening. It felt like, in a weird way, a bigger movie. Like, more crazy stuff, crazy type of villains, crazy stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, there are people like it. It's a 6 out of 10 IMDb. I don't know. There's some blood on his chest. Going through his shirt. Thought the vest saved him, but the hell. Or did he get hit? I thought he got hit in the chest, but I guess not. I see he dead. I think when I first saw this, I thought, okay, this is one of the movies really don't kick in the gear where they're going to be going throughout the streets and he's going to be protecting her and kicking names, taking all sorts of up, down, and center freaks and psychos. Killing and kicking shove every psycho that comes their way. Obviously, that wasn't the film we got. Like I said, boss level is... Definitely one of the better things. Like I say, Frank Grillo deserves a lot more than he's gotten. And Sally just wasn't the case. Sally, I mean, he never became that big star. I mean, but I mean, you think of the roles he's been offered. I mean, Crossbones. He was in a Captain America movie, but he wasn't. They didn't get to do a whole lot with him. He kind of became a throwaway when he got to Civil War and stuff. Like he got killed fairly early on in Captain America: Civil War. I said the only like big movie was Boss Level, and that didn't go into theaters. It went to streaming on a platform that barely anybody watched or utilizes. So it's a pretty decent film, but under the radar. Other films he got to star in were mainly straight to video stuff. And for the theatrical, it would be a film like this or Purge. It's a good actor wasted. I said, born in the wrong decade. I think if he was in the 80s to 90s, he'd have possibly a bigger career. Drama and action, thrillers, all that jazz. Nice shot in taking that drone out. But that's the thing, like, we're 40 minutes in, and so far, okay, he's took out some bad guys with a bomb. He got wounded. He shot a drone. What is there? He's always going to do some bit of business, which is cool. Wannabe George Washington assholes. Oh shit, behind you. Talk about the poster. These two are definitely in the poster. As the trivia said, everyone on the poster gets killed, so they'll be dead. One looks like Uncle Sam, the other try to look like Statue of Liberty. Yeah, because to let you, of course, they gotta be a bit more political in terms of costumes. But then, not try to be subtle in terms of his political topics. I think these are like the foreign people. That probably the ones we saw earlier. I guess. Yeah. There's a Mykelti Williamson's company going to help these guys. That's why I'd rather see Frank Grillo take these guys out, but apparently that can't be the case. There you go. Nice blitz squibs. I appreciate that at least. I do at least appreciate that. pretty cool. Nice work by Mykelti Williamson and company. Again, like I said, at least there's some blood squibs there. So I guess he was able to get his gun back. I don't know how many bullets are in it, but there you go. Of course, Frank Grillo just checking the perimeter. Want to make sure everything's safe. Can't blame him for that. And sorry I'm not saying much, I just don't really have much to say about this film. I mean, I don't even remember what I said in my review. It might have been a rant. I think what I said in my rant was that I thought the film was just kind of... Not kind of, just rather boring. That, like, the Purge Anarchy just felt like it had much more of a faster paced feel to it. Like, it really tipped off and got going and on the move, and they felt, what, do you want to do that again? Well, I mean, then don't make a third one. I mean, so far, 46 minutes in, what you got of the Purge craziness is that brief bit with the guillotine, weird schoolgirl machine gun toting beaches, or those the cover was like less than a minute. The characters on the poster, the Uncle Sam and the Statue of Liberty lady, I didn't feel like a minute or less they're in the movie. Like, they're kind of selling point of the posters and marketing, and they're barely in the movie. Instead, you gotta deal with these wannabe TikTokers. Which, come on, you should just go out and go pop, 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 John Wick style. Give him the gun and just let him shoot them all. Boom, 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 boom. Great. Let's make annoying villains for our sequel. That's fantastic. Get a bunch of airhead, bubble brain characters, like Halloween 5 Tinas. I mean, granted, at least they're supposed to be the villain. We're not supposed to like them, but it's like, come on, man. I don't care. I'm not scared by them. I'm not frightened by them. I'm not intrigued by them. I just find them annoying. Just go out there, do some John Wick shit on them, please. And you think like all the people Frank Grillo dealt with in this previous film, these people are supposed to be intimidating, like a challenge? Just over the top, talking about their candy. Want my candy bar? Yeah, I don't give you a candy bar. I'm gonna stick it up your cooch. Just the way you liked it, you nut. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you need a nut up. I think the girl with the ambulance comes by to help out. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. There you go. 2 piece in the biscuit. Done and done. There you go. I mean, I guess that's the thing. It does seem to be more about her film and Mykelti Williamson's film, which is disappointing. But I mean, this actress not doing a bad job, to be fair. And it makes sense because she's supposed to be a former Purge. At least this stuff is brutal enough, and you dislike them, so it's like. And they mention that she's. I didn't mind that scene. That was a bit of a satisfying scene. Yeah, we don't have time for this shit. Yeah, we're halfway through the film, man. Oh my god. I mean, other than that scene with the lady taking care of a lot of those TikTokers with the shotgun, that's really the only scene I've liked so far. And I can't say I remember much about this film, for good reason, it seems. Like some bitch, man. Okay. So I was checking something. Like, you know, trying to showcase these little images of the weird purge actions taking place. Just more of the background than the plot, at times it seems. Man, I'm just not caring. Really not giving a shit. Sorry, I have to respond. Sorry, I have to take this. And sorry about this, folks. Have to take this message. Damn it. Sorry, I had to message someone. Sometimes with some people, I swear. I'm not going to get into it. This is a side note, but some people just do stuff that just completely piss me off, man. And sometimes, you just wonder about people and just like either they don't care about you or don't give a shit or what the fuck the truth. I don't know, man. Sometimes you just look at people and go, what the fuck? What the fuck? You just go, what the fuck? I don't know. Sorry about that, folks. I know I haven't, I didn't pay attention for a bit. So this is where he's getting the bullet out. Decent makeup effects work. So that, that answered my question, what happened to the bullet? I don't know why I thought it was a bulletproof vest. I just assumed it looked like that shot in the chest, in the heart, and he'd be dead, but obviously not. Obviously not. I think I remember these guys helping our characters out. I believe that's the case. From what I remember vaguely about the film. Then kind of a game land and they actually help our characters out. And sorry about that. I had to do it. So Mykelti Williamson gave some kind of weird whistle and just let him know that yeah, I mean, you definitely tell there's a bit of political. Yeah, I'm not going to get all politics stuff. I'm so tired of movies and politics. I mean, there's a time where it was fine in movies. I mean, look at They Live, take on Reaganomics and things of that nature. And I mean, this is before it was really in fashion, but just a precursor to all the films, either horror and so many stuff that put so many damn politics into so many different things. And just, it's a tiresome format. It's a tiresome shit that I just get tired of again and again and again, seeing it portrayed in movies, seeing it be a part of movies, to a point that even if it's trying to do it in a genuine fashion, it just makes my brain try to go in a different manner and shut off, going, oh, great. I don't want to deal with that, or I don't want to see that. I don't want to even think about that. Like, come on now. So they patched up this gang member and they got safe passage, and now they're going to this whole thing here. So that's what I mean. Like, this film didn't seem as crazy or as insane or as, oh shit, what's going to happen next than the previous film. Like I said, it's more of, I don't know how you put it. It feels like that stuff kind of takes a back step, a backdrop, a back seat. Which makes it less interesting and less exciting. And it just falls flat to me. This falls flat to me. Just not that exciting. Just not that... I don't know. I'm finding it hard to even think of stuff to say. I really do. So they got into the rebels, and here's our guy that was set up in the first two as the stranger, being part of this rebellion. But spoiler, I do remember he just killed in this. Which makes it seem like kind of pointless, like build up in the first two, and then he just killed off in this movie. It seems like a waste. It really does. And maybe that's just me. Yeah, I'm sorry about these messages. This is, I mean, sometimes you try to get time to do commentaries and then stuff like this happens. Welcome to the real world. I hate this phone. I hate how small the damn buttons are. Oh my god, man. It takes so long to do these damn tests. Okay, again, sorry about this, folks. I mean, Bray, I'm not doing that much of an interesting commentary. I know it's been a lot of. Is it just like them seeing all these hurt people and really nothing of note being done? I think most of these people get killed and shot up anyway. I think so. Damn it, I forgot to check what the hell I was going to check in the first place because I got this other damn thing. I was going to check something else, I completely forgot. I was too busy doing the other thing, answering the message, and that's not what I wanted to do. I was going to check something else. Just for me, there's not much to talk about with this movie compared with the second film. Like, what is there to talk about? Like, it drags, it goes slow. Sorry, itching my nose. See, just looking through. Group arrives at underground anti-Purge hideout run by Dante Bishop. Discovers the group intends on assassinating Owens in an effort to put an end to the Purge. A large group of paramilitary personnel arrive at the hideout looking for Bishop. Frank Grillo and this lady escape back to the streets and meet up with our three characters here, who had left the hideout earlier to return to Joe's store. Yeah, and then there comes a firefight in this cathedral. Fucking movie, fucking boring, fucking dog shit movie, man. I'm sorry, I don't find any of this interesting. They go to a shelter, they talk for like 10 minutes, they're going to assassinate some people. The rebels are going to do it to try to end the Purge. The lady's like, I need to win this fair and square. I'm wondering, how did they know Bishop would be there? They don't know the ladies there. They're looking for Bishop. How'd they know he was there? Like, you know, it would have been more interesting to see from an ambulance driver's point of view of the Purge. Like this triage ambulance driver who saves lives but will also end lives. She'll save the, or he or she or both, save the innocent, kill the guilty, and we follow this ambulance kind of like an action movie version of Bringing Out the Dead with Nicolas Cage. That would have been a much more interesting movie than what we got here. Then the mindset of these two ambulance drivers, it could be two guys, two ladies, man and a lady, whatever. And again, they're trying to either save lives, like save the innocent, kill the guilty, all that stuff. Like I said, that would have been much more interesting than what we got here. idea is like every once in a while it reminds us, oh yeah, this is a Purge movie, like this weird pendulum thing. But like I said, every once in a while. It's like the seasoning, not the stage. Okay, it makes you go like, what was I mean, other than money, what was the point of making this fucking film in the first place? What was the point of bringing Frank Grillo back in the first place when he doesn't gotten to do much? Like, think about it. What has Frank Grillo really gotten to do? Okay, he knew what was going on and got the lady out, to be fair, blew up the bomb, shot a couple of those people that tried to grab her, about 3, 4 people. And like for the last 30, 40 minutes, not much of anything. So the image just got hit, and this is where the girl's gonna be taken as if she was Ashley from Resident Evil 4. And it's like, whatever. Now, granted, why doesn't the bad guy just come in and shoot them all with a machine gun? I don't know. It's an armored vehicle, dude. You know that's not going to do anything. How many clips do you have? Infinite? Why is she still alive? Again, why were these people left alive though? Like, going with a machine gun or a grenade or a bomb. Ba 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 ba. And why was she left alive? I'm sure they'll explain. I guess maybe they think if they kill her, she'll be a martyr. But they were trying to... Simply they were trying to kill her before. Like, they were trying to kill her before. Now they're not trying to kill her. They were trying to kill her before. That's why they were shooting at her and Frank Grillo. And Frank Grillo got hit in that region. They didn't go, don't kill the girl, don't hit the girl. What I'm going to try to do is sacrifice her on TV. This is stuff I don't remember. For good reason. It's like I don't fucking care. I just don't. 30 minutes left. This 30 minutes left too long, man. My God. But you think of the Purge movies, do you really care about a paramilitary unit trying to get a senator, or in this case a candidate? Again, this could be a fucking weird sequel to London Has Fallen, and Whether they're gonna try to kill her on national TV or something. Like, wouldn't that make her a martyr? If that's the case, wouldn't she be a martyr in that case? And I don't know. Whatever the fuck reason. God, this movie's so fucking boring. I know this commentary is more boring, but this movie's so fucking boring, man. There's nothing happening. Feels like there's been nothing happening for the past hour of the movie. The bit where Frank Grillo just to kick a little bit of ass. When that girl with the shotgun got to kick a little bit of ass. That's really it. And trying to do their subtle take on politics here. That I'll be honest, I'm not gonna listen to this political. I don't care. I really don't. I'm sorry, director, writer, I don't care. It's not that interesting, it's not that new, it's not that unique. Because it films before and afterward. Ramblings about their political rapture is really what it is. I just don't care. You just want Frank Grillo to kick ass? Actually, yeah, that would be better. That'd be a lot better than what I'm seeing here. It actually would. That's why I'm like, there's no point in even listening to it. Just, we're the founding fathers. It's our way and the highway. You want the highway? The Purges will wreck you on the highway. It's our way. This is our way of life. The Purge needs to keep going. Rich get richer. Poor gets poorer. Amadeus, Amadeus. Rotby, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus. While they're like, we're gonna destroy these guys. We have a plan. We're gonna destroy, shake your foundations. And Frank Grillo's like, no, wait, I'm gonna do this. I fucked up. That lady's there. They're gonna bomb and kill. I need to rescue that lady. Oh my God. At the end, this movie's like almost 2 hours long, man. If I want to see... That's another thing. If I want to see a bunch of rebels dealing with our lead character to screw over higher-ups, I'll watch The Running Man for that. But The Running Man is a lot more faster-paced, exciting, fun, crazy. Here's Sub-Zero, not Plane Zero, you know, all that jazz. I'd rather watch that instead of this speeches and preaches and personifications of son of a preacher man. This guy don't believe in us. We're gonna fuck him over. Look how crazy I am. This will be an acting. I just don't care. I really don't care about this story. I don't care about this plot. I don't care about these speeches. Whatever political, whatever the hell. I don't care. Again, this is as subtle as a jackhammer to the face, as a frying pan to your balls, as subtle as sitting on a porcupine or trying to straddle a damn rhinoceros and sit on his horn all the way up to your nostrils. And I don't care. I won't kick you. I don't put my foot so far up your ass, your nose is going to get foot fungus. Because I'm going to rub my feet. And I'm going to get someone else who's going to put their foot up your ass. And they're the ones with the foot fungus. And they're going to breathe all up your nostrils. Because my feet are too legit to quit. Let the right one in. You are born again. The way they were looking at each other, looked like they were ready to kiss each other. Or fuck each other. Jesus. That guy looks like he's having an orgasm in his pants. Oh my god. But, and we're obviously getting to the finale because we're 22 minutes left. We have the end credits, which is about, I would say, at least 5 minutes. So, around 15 minutes left. One down, one to go. Take the off. More of this preaching. Guy trying to ham it up as much as possible. Preaching, 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 preaching. This is what you want. I guess this is what people wanted. I didn't want it. God, this film just goes on. Feels like forever, man. I'm not some ADD guy that needs action every 5 minutes, but goddamn, when he did such a satisfying sequel that to me was much better than the original, and then you go back and you go, instead of amping it up, you go backwards. Like you take 2 steps back. In this case, 5 steps back. Like it feels like they make a big deal of these TikTok folks because that's part of the Purge craziness. And then like they're trying to break in and most of them get killed very easily in like 30 seconds. Like granted, they're not much of a threat, but at the same time it's like I guess even the movie knew that. It's like no, we gotta deal with this whole other bullshit. I mean, this feels more like, I don't know. Must be, what's that fucking Kevin Smith film? Red State. It must be Red State. Or a movie like that. My God, man. It's a typical cult movie. Any number of movies you can think of with a cult. I'm like, give me a Colt 45 or something. Oh my god. The guy's like, and they attacked us the fucking guy down. I guess, you know, that didn't make any fucking... Seems like you cut her throat pretty damn badly, but apparently not. So in this cathedral, we got a firefight, all hell breaking loose. I don't even know, did Frank Grillo even hit anybody during all that? I'm assuming yes. Those goes the paramilitary guys. One of those persons can turn around and just shoot the lady and be done with it. Like all those guys, like, you take care of her. Ba 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 ba. Done. Done like dinner. But nope. I wanted to be like, you go take care of her. Oh, those guys did it. Well, there you go. But it's not over yet. Still got some time left. Still got the rest of the paramilitary guys. Oh my fucking god. No, we still got like, I don't know. With the credits, like 16 minutes left. Get out of the way, lady. Get out of the way. I don't think, I'm trying to remember, I don't think he does it, but then he does get, I know he does get killed. Well, I always try to go for the whole morality of it all, but I don't know, man. I get what it's going for, I just, it's not as compelling to me as it is for other people. If you love it, if you're compelled by it, God bless you, man. Ain't for me. It just ain't for me. Just like this entire damn film just ain't for me. I'm just so fucking uninterested. So damn uninterested in shit, man. I really am not interested. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is probably the worst commentary I've ever done in my life because I just have not much of anything to say about this damn film. If I reviewed the film, I mean, I know I reviewed the film, and I guess it's more animated. And I don't know how, if that was the case, what the hell I could have said in my review. I guess other than me just describing the damn film. This is where they're gonna get killed off. Well, thank you for your service for your two previous films. Just how it is. So now we get Frank Grillo in a one-on-one fight. Really is like the first only like one-on-one fight he gets to really have. Which I don't know, man. It is what it is. I like that bit. Getting some punches to the gut with that knife. I do like that bit. Cut on the face. Sometimes the camera's shaking a bit too much. Guess they didn't want the fight to be too long. This is where you fall down. It'll kick in the face to go. Yep, there you go, motherfucker. Stay dead. Because you didn't want, you know. So Joe takes all the hits and Mykelti Williamson gets killed, but at least takes the guy out with a headshot. I don't know if you need to kill off Mykelti Williamson's character, but guess it is what it is. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. I'm just so busy that I'm having to do like 2 or 3 things at the same time, and my brain's too slow enough to try to multitask. Like I said, like one of the reasons I went into this film when I first saw this was for Frank Grillo, and it's like, ah, man, he just seemed like he didn't have much to do, and just kind of made me pissed about it. I'm like, fuck, man. But yeah, there goes Mykelti Williamson. Which he does in a lot of movies. I mean, he dies in Forrest Gump. He died in The First Power. He died in, was it Don't Look Now or something? There's another movie that was kind of like that movie Frequency. He died there. They say he dies in a lot of movies. So now that guy's down the deli. Someone got elected, and riots. Listen, I know this wasn't much of a commentary. Michael Bay? Oh yeah, 'cause his company. This film just didn't do much for me. I had nothing much to say about it. I mean, listen to the dialogue. This was just a very boring, lukewarm movie that did not offer much of the insanity of the Purge that you would think you would get after the previous film. You think it would up it instead of it went a few steps backward and seemed more mundane than anything. Like what you saw of the crazy Purge stuff was a faraway shot of a guillotine, the weird TikTok ladies. The poster characters are in the film for like 1 minute tops, and then they get killed off very quickly. Frank Grillo felt like he was underused. No development really of his character. Not much of a story for him. Doesn't really get to do a whole lot except a fight at the end and a few other little bits here and there. After that one lady used a shotgun to take care of those, I keep calling the tit-totters, she's pretty much in the background for most of it. And the story, it played out way too long. Wasn't that interesting? The politics were as subtle as a jackhammer. It got very irritating and boring, very dull. It was a lousy sequel. It was a lousy sequel. The Purge Anarchy I really liked. This one, not so much. I still don't like it. To the point where I was so bored, I didn't know what else to say. So I apologize, Jonathan. I don't know what else to say. Thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.